Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to start the press conference with an opening statement from head coach Alan Knipe. Then we'll open it up to questions for coach, along with Mason Briggs and Spencer Olivier.
Yeah, I thought it was a hard-fought match, that's for sure. I thought that at times it wasn't as clean in some areas that we would have liked it to have been. Certainly from the service line, that's a little uncharacteristic of us. But we ended up with 8 aces, so we did generate points, but it's a little out of whack for usually how we've been this year, and mainly not as much just for the airs, but how good our blocking defense was. That I thought we kind of missed some opportunities to score some points. But regardless of that, I love the grit of our team. I love the fight. I love the regardless of the situation, the score, the resiliency to go out and execute and be composed in big moments. And I think the story that's probably not going to get enough attention I want to highlight is our serving subs coming in, scoring points, digging balls. Dane Hill is digging a ball, setting a ball in trans, finding ways to use our guys to give ourselves an edge, a point here or there. We talk about it all the time. And then we moved some middles around tonight, and I think they all contributed greatly to our success. So, we love the result. We feel like there's a lot of things we can clean up, and we get back at it in 24 hours.
Questions?
Coach and Spencer, there in the fourth, real late, it looked like you guys were kind of running the same thing for Spencer and for Alex. Can you talk about that play? And it's a back row kill, but it's not a back row kill. Like, you know what I mean? You guys weren't on the net, but you were kind of away from it. Was that something you saw early that you went back to?
Well, we want Alex and Spencer to be involved in all 6 rotations. And, Aiden does such a good job running our offense that we're not going to be barking at him exactly what to do. So he has to make the decision based on the pass and the rotation we're in. But what you're seeing is 2 guys that are working really hard to stay involved in the offense and are having good nights. And the setter has a lot of confidence. So he's looking for opportunities to keep them involved because, some of the passes were off the net because of good serving. So if you can keep your BIC involved, it's like having your front row quick involved. It's not just a release set to the outside. So I thought he did a really good job with that. But I think it comes down to they're just 2 big sticks that you want to set a lot of balls to.
Coach, you got your first kill from the middle at 22-20 in the second set. What was the challenge in getting the middles involved early on?
I didn't even know that. I don't know, but how many BICs did we have? You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to set the quick, you're going to give up the BIC. And if you're going to set the BIC, you're going to give up the quick. So I don't really care how many numbers we have on the quick. I care how many balls we set to the middle of the court.
For Mason Spencer, your receiving line was pretty phenomenal tonight, only allowing 1 ace. On top of that, you guys were both error-free tonight with a tough serving Hawaii team. What was your mindset going into tonight, knowing that they've got the heat from the service line?
Yeah, we know they bring heat. Same prep that we've been doing all year, just relying on Clark, huge to bring in him for 4-man. And Aiden just helping us out when we have to pull it off the net on a tough serve.
Yeah, we just stuck to our system. We knew they were going to serve tough, and we knew we were just have to grind it out. So I think we just stuck to what we know best and just fight through it. So, yeah.
For Mason, I noticed that in between each point you guys would get, or even, when Hawaii would get a point, you would go straight to your teammates anytime that they needed some type of lift. Anytime they got a point, you were right there to, pat them on the back and give them a little bit more of energy. If you can maybe just talk a little bit about how you might pride yourself in, making sure that your team stays concentrated in between every single serve, and what that's like for you on the field or on the court today.
Yeah, I'd say my job description, that's what it comes with. A little bit of just picking the guys up. I can control serve, receive, defense. I'm not the one that's putting the ball away, so I just have to keep them rocking and keep feeding them with positive energy so that we can continue on to the next point, after next point, after next point.
For Coach, your 3-headed beast really came through for you tonight. All 3 hitters, double digits, hitting over 300. You got to be pretty impressed with your team's performance offensively.
Yeah, it's not surprising that they do that. They do it every night, for us. And sometimes it'll look a little different. Maybe the numbers get a little higher for one guy or the other guy, but they've been really, really good all year. I thought and the middle attack, our middle of the court attack has been great the last couple of weeks, and our middles are getting better all the time with it. And we're getting more and more comfortable with that package, that quick, big package. And but it's tough. It's tough when you have three super talented pin hitters, for the stat sheet not to look like it does sometimes, where the numbers are kind of heavy on the outside, because teams are going to take chances and they're going to score tough. They're not going to let you be real comfortable. So those guys are getting all the balls in trans. They're getting release balls, medium system balls. But the great thing is that if we can keep our area 6, our BIC going, and we can keep both guys to the pin, whether it's a D or a red, that's stretching out the net. That's having balance in the middle of the court. We mix in some of our quick, and different nights are going to look differently. But I'm always proud of those three. They work so hard and they do such a good job.
Question for Spencer. Hawaii had a late lead in set 2, set 3, set 4, leads in the 20s, but you guys obviously closed them out. What was the key to closing out those very close sets?
Honestly, I think it was just the service pressure. Like Al said, we had serving subs that did a great job hitting their serves, just doing what they can do, and I think it really came down to that.
What do you guys? Well, first of all, for all three of you, do you think that the speed of your attack was the difference tonight? Do you think the fact that you guys were a little quicker with the ball made the difference? Because it was played on a knife's edge. The thing was so close.
Yeah, I don't really know that. I think that it comes down to a play here or there late, and I think that people are going to look at the stat sheet, pick what they want out of it. Mason had 17 digs in 4 sets. Those are converts. I mean, those are creates. That's our job to get some converts. And in the first set, we didn't convert very well, even though we blocked balls and we had quite a few digs. We missed too many serves and we hit 0 in trans in the first set. So we cleaned that up. That was the big difference, was cleaning up our ability to dig the ball, get good touches off the block, get quality digs with a quality set, and kill those balls and get the create was great, but we need to convert. So Mason was doing his job. Our other guys in the back row were doing their job, but we need to be a little better with that. So when you get your libero digging 17 balls, you have 42 by the team, you got to score points, So we didn't score many in the first set, but we definitely did in the last 3. And I think that's the difference.
What do you guys need to do to repeat the feat, beat them tomorrow?
We need to feel like it's halftime right now and get ready for the third quarter.
Only if it's family friendly, Spencer, but would you yell on the overpass on the match point?
It's just some friendly banter.
Question, I guess, for Mason. Obviously, you spearhead the defensive side. Luckely's hit negative. What was the key to just neutralizing him tonight?
You can look at my numbers and look 17 digs, but I just give a lot of credit to our block and the way we go into the match, prepping for our block, and then the guys just finding their groove and getting under and doing their job right from the start. And that's what gives us the opportunity to create those plays and gives me the opportunity to get digs.
Well, good.
All right, thank you guys.
So thank you guys.